Are you struggling to say no? Is it so difficult for you to say no? Then this video is for you. Let's watch together.
Make my hair with me while we talk about why saying no is self-love. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Better You by Monica Nantongo. So today we are going to talk about why some people can never say no, or they cannot bring themselves to say no. Yeah. You know, there are some people who come from families where they always had to do something in order to be appreciated, and when they never done anything good, they were never appreciated. For example, if at all they never brought back at home good report cards, or doing their house chores, or doing something good, they were never appreciated. So this thing came embedded in them that they must do something in order to be appreciated. You know, our childhood is the software of our adulthood. So whatever you experienced in your childhood will always come back in your adulthood, because it is there. Children are like sponges. So whatever gets in just soaks into that sponge. So you find some adults that are maybe 30 years old or 20 years and above, but they can never bring themselves to say no. Whether they're in a relationship or a friendship, or like, they can never bring themselves to say no, because they grew up always appreciated after they had done something, which is wrong. You always have to validate your children, whether they have done anything good or whether they are just being children. You have to validate them. So you get to find that these people, when they grow up, they always overdo. Even when they are tired, even when they don't have that money, like, you can call them, maybe they are put some money aside and they want to buy a plot of land, or they want to go and acquire that degree. And you just tell them, hi, hello, how are you? Could you please borrow me some money? They'll say, yeah, it's fine. No problem. Yeah, I will give you that money. But this thing, it's not coming from a place of I care about you, but from a place of feeling like I need to please this. I need to please this person in order for that person to like me. So they find themselves never saying no. So you should be really careful. Parents, if I told you you're a parent or you're a future parent, you should really be careful of how you treat your children when they are still young, because these are the adults that we see who are really broken. You see someone, you want to help them, but you can't really help them, because even when you try to tell them, like, look here, what you're doing, you're overdoing, this is not it, like, you're really drowning. They cannot see it, because all their life, that's how they have always been. Another thing that brings about people not saying no is low self-esteem. People with low self-esteem, like, they always feel like, I have to do something in order, maybe these people or this person will like me, or they will see that I actually bring value, or like, they do it from a point of they want to be seen. So guys, yeah, so you can find yourself in a scenario where There are some people who come and borrow some money from you, but it's always that little money. More so when they know that every 20th you always receive salary. They'll start sending you messages on the 15th, like they're like, "Hi, I just wanted to say hello. Hope you're doing well." And then on the 20th, they'll be like, "Could you please borrow me some like 10,000 Ugandan shillings?" Like those small monies. You will think that this is little money, but remember, let's take an example. You're getting 200k, but people are coming, like this one wants 10k, this one wants 5k, this one wants 3k, and when you get to count all that money, it's actually a lot of money. But these people come and borrow little money from you. And you cannot say, like, seriously, you cannot say no when someone says, "Can you please borrow me 2k?" You can't. 2k is little money. So you just find yourself saying, "Okay, fine, yeah, get." Yeah, and do you also know that some people know that you can never say no, and even when you are at the verge of saying no, they know what to do in order for you to give them that money. They will start hyping you. They'll be like, like the boss, the what, they will start hyping you because they know if at all they do that, you will just cave in. And maybe if at all you say no, they'll say that you're selfish, you only care about yourself, you have bad manners, you're not a good person, like you do not care about others. Guys, do not allow to be guilt tripped. That's so wrong. Yeah. And people who really can never say no, they're always looking for outside validation. They always want people outside to tell them like, "Hey, yeah, you're the best, you're so good, you're doing this, you know." And also premarital sex can also bring about people never saying no. You know, when someone has something on you, like, guys, let's be serious. If at all someone sees your nakedness, what else is there to see? Like, they have already seen you. And since you two have that secret, you, like, when that person comes and say, "Could you please give me this? Could you please do this for me?" You can never say no because you have a soft spot for them. Okay, since we have seen that, so let's talk about the disadvantages of never saying no or of not saying no. First of all, people always try to pull you down. People always try to bring you down because they know if at all they just like threaten you that don't do this, you just be like, "Okay, yeah, okay." You cannot say no, like you cannot stand up for yourself. You cannot fight for yourself. You cannot grow because if at all you're earning less and all the money you just borrow it to other people, when will you grow? If at all the time that you have, you're always giving it to other people, when will you have time for yourself in order for you to invest in yourself and you grow? You will always feel small. You can never feel adequate. You will always feel inadequate. You will always feel like you will even become bitter. So what do we do for you to overcome that state of not being able to say no? You know, someone calls it vitamin N, like that vitamin no. We should always say no. If at all you're not willing to do something, say no. Yeah. You know, there are different tones of no. You can find someone saying, "No, And then you can find another one say, no. And then you can find another one say, no. And then you can find another one saying, no. So our first point to overcome this is going to be like, you have to acknowledge that you cannot say no. Have you ever found, like, I remember when I was in school, we always had these guys who used to always say, that babe can never say no. Like, every guy who comes and tells her, like, I love you, they can never say no. Whether the guy looks how or how, they can never say no. And let me tell you something. If at all someone is like that, that person can never be respected. Be it in a friendship, a relationship, at work, like, people will always cross your boundaries because they know this person has no problem. They can never say no. So even your boss at work will be giving you most of the task because he knows or she knows you can never say no. Start surrounding yourself with people who empower you, with people who adorn you, with people who it's a give and take, not always take, and for you you're never given. Surround yourself with people who always push you to do better, who believe in you, people who will support you all the way, people who can never, even when you're doing something wrong, like, they can tell you, like, hey, look here, what you're doing, you're overdoing it. This is not the way. People who can show you the way. If at all you do not have those people right now, and you're surrounded by these people who always take, like people that you're always pleasing, get out of that place. Go find your tribe. It is doable. Go find your tribe. You know, the Bible tells us that there were the 7,000 who never bowed down to Baal. So there are those people who will believe in you. Go find your circle. Get out of the circle that you're never supposed to belong in. Stop fitting in, guys. Stop. You were made to stand out. You were created to stand out. Why are you always fitting in? Stand out. Going further, there are good things in saying no. Like, you get to protect your peace. You get to have clarity about your life. You get to know who you are. You get to invest in yourself. You get to save more money, save your peace, save time, save yourself all the heartache. Because some things are really not worth getting heartaches for. Just say no. But that doesn't mean that you have to be rude. You can actually say no when you are polite. If at all someone tells you, like, something, you can decline politely. You can say, I'm sorry, but, or you can say that, I don't think I will manage that. I don't think I'll commit to it. I think now is not the time. I might not be able to do that thing for you. You get? You see, I used to be this kind of person that I never said no. Like, whenever someone told me something, I would be like, I'll do it, or it's fine. And it was really so bad when I went abroad, because going abroad, I went abroad when I was 19 years old. I was young. I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't know life, guys. I went in a foreign land. Things were different from where I grew up from. The mannerism of the people, like everything was totally so different. I always found myself in a mix where I always had to say yes, like never saying no. Even when I was tired to work, I had to work. Even when I didn't want to do that thing, I had to do it. But it wasn't from a place of like, I want to do this thing. But I always found myself doing it. And you can also find some people in relationships whereby the guy is telling you, the guy is telling you like, hey girl, can you please come to my house? And then you're like, remember, you're trying to date celibate, but then the guy is telling you, can you please come to my house? And then there you are, madam, what have you gone to do there? Or you, sir, you're saying that you're dating celibate, and here is a madam, like you're calling that woman to come to your house in the night or at 7 p.m. Like, when do you expect her to go back home? You're putting yourself in a compromising situation where you will not be able to say no to that sin. And we all know how this thing of never saying no, how it can affect you mentally. You can feel totally drained. You can get attached to people who you're not even supposed to be attached to. You will always find yourself running back to those people because they're the only ones who make you feel like, but yeah, they only get take away from you. You will start fearing rejection. And we live in a world where you can not always get yes. That is why we find our dear brothers, some of our dear brothers, they are afraid to come to a woman, even when they're at the age of getting married. They can never come to a woman and tell them like, hey lady, you're beautiful and I want to marry you. Is that like, of course, I'm a woman. I've been a woman all my life. So I don't know how you guys, tell girls how you, I don't know. But you get me. Because they are so afraid of rejection. They're afraid to be rejected. They're afraid of hearing no. You see, you can find. Have you ever been in a situation where you find someone asks you for a favor, but they tell you, but no is not an answer. So, what do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you no, auntie? Or do you want me to tell you? Like, what do you want me to say? Because I do not want to say yes. And you don't want no for an answer. So what do you want me to say? You get? So, but anyway, guys, we should know that no is a complete answer. No, it is a complete sentence with a full stop. It doesn't have to have a question mark, an exclamation mark. All those, you don't need them. Just say no. No. The Bible tells us, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Do not be in between. Maybe. No. Say no. And let you mean what you say and say what you mean. Do not let anyone make you feel unworthy simply because you said no. Protect your peace. Put boundaries for yourself. Let only that person who is worthy come into your space. But people who are unworthy, do not let them in. Let them be out. Only the people who deserve it, who deserve to be in your space, let them in. But make sure those people, they do not take away your peace from you. Let your happiness come from within, not from without. Because if I told you like, my happiness comes like for example when I give this person something, or come on, your happiness is supposed to come from within. Even then, even when you help someone, let it be from within, not from without. Because if at all it's from without, you only be frustrated at the end of that day. But if at all it's from within, you will feel satisfied. You will feel that you have done your job, like you have done something good to help somebody else. Do not allow to be guilt-tripped. Do not allow to be made feel bad. No, don't. Don't lose confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. Be direct but kind. And also be aware of the schemes that people will use to come when they want something from you. Because there will always be people who will come hyping you. Others will manipulate you. They will see your kindness and they will start to manipulate you. Because they know you're a good man, you're a good woman, you can never say no. So guys, let's do all we can in order to protect our peace, in order for us to say no. No is a complete sentence. You do not have to be apologetic about it. Be unapologetic when you say no.